A very good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us on Nurture Life Talks. Today we have a guest who उनके बारे में क्या बोले. So he has been building one of the most important infrastructure that we need for the country's development, for the country's furtherment. From bullet trains to Howard Halls to the heart of Indian Railways. Today, we are with a man who has shaped the rhythm of the nation in motion, of this nation, which is in motion in such, uh, what I say, energy, synergy is there. And so today, we are very proud to have and to host Professor Qazi Mairaj Ahmad Sahab, a visionary engineer, policymaker, and a turnaround expert who joins us for this very rare conversation that goes beyond the titles and numbers and into the mind and soul of the person behind the mission, who has been relentless in his pursuit and his purpose. And जाहिर है कि बहुत सारी struggles होती हैं. What we see is the end result. What we don't see is the all the input which goes in. So today we are going to learn a lot from this person who has given India, given our nation something which is incredibly important. Thank you so much for being here, Qazi Saab. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका.
Thank you very much. Thanks, RJ Aamir. It had been really privileged to be on YouTube.
So before obviously, the very first question is going to be that before all the accolades and designations and everything, there was a young Qazi Mairaj Ahmad, a very young boy. So what was he like? And did you always dream कि आपका हमेशा से सोचना था, मानना था, ख्वाब on this path and you will reach here where you have reached?
Yeah, um, I had a dream, and the dream was a dream to excel in whatever I do, or whatever I choose to do, and I had an actionist. So based on my performance in class, way back when I was very, very young, I was made to jump from class first to class third, skipping class two, and like quite a many
Okay.
promising students, I too was selected for Sainik School, topped in the district in Ekekrit Chhatravathi Parisha, selected for NTSE, represented my commissionary, Gorakhpur commissionary at a state level debate contest. And at the age of 16, I passed 12th. At the age of 20, I passed from prestigious University of Turkey. And and I had a job in my hand with Tata's. Way back in 1988, I had conceptualized an industry that I would be, having an industry of prefabricated building components for quality and very fast delivery of buildings and structures. With
Wow.
buoyancy in my legs, springing, elated with the job, letter in my hand, I went to my home, and my parents stayed unfazed. Job private hai, and what will you do for your country? So that was a very intriguing question. So I took GATE 9, got 99.45, entered IIT Delhi. In the process, got three more jobs with Indian Iron and Steel Company as management trainee, marketing in HPCL and Indian Oil. Then one of my local elderly well-wisher was so much confident about me for excelling in UPSC exam that he organized so many logistics for me. So I finally secured a 23rd rank in UPSC IES exam. I'm really extremely, extremely grateful to the Almighty about my journey, my achievements, to my parents, to my partner, my lovely wife, Sabia, my sons, Ehraz Azim, my siblings, all my loved, dear and near ones, for bestowing so much love and affection. And I'm very much satisfied for reaching what a younger Qazi Mairaj Ahmad has conceived. Maybe way more to go.
Yes, sure, because you've got that energy. So you've led from the front across key zones of Indian Railways. In your view, what truly defines a transformative infrastructural project, which is just not about budget and deadlines, but what is it that really defines?
Well, when I joined my service, I was assistant divisional engineer between Bina and Bhopal, and at that time I just undertook the complete transformation for the track which was there between Bina and Bhopal. So
Hmm.
basically, changed around 2 lakhs of fittings. We gave a lot of inputs, technical inputs, and with the help of 4 machines in continuity, with the design mode of tamping, we did extensive inputs to the that track. And at that time, the CTR value, which was, it is just technical, but I would just mention for comparison purpose that it was -1 between Bina and Bhopal, and that we improved to +66, a quantum jump. So my work, design mode tamping, then it was incorporated in Indian Railways track machine manual. It was written that it has been done nowhere else in Indian Railways than in under me, under Ian Bina. So that was one of the transformational infrastructure project then I had taken, and which gave me energy to do furthermore in the years to come.
So this is, I mean, this is something which was very successful, and obviously you've done a lot of other things. You have done over 700 plus electrification projects also, and they are बहुत ही staggering numbers and when we talk about it. But behind all those figures, those achievements, what were the biggest challenges that you faced? Because they must have been like real huge challenges.
Right, rather, I will take the challenge as a breakthrough.
Hmm.
Actually, organization of Kumbh 2019, when I was additional divisional railway manager at Lucknow with the in charge of project at Kumbh 2019. So, firstly, as in ADRM Infra, I had to look after the complete infrastructural preparedness for this mega event. So we
Hmm.
prepared one full-fledged Prayag Ghat station, which is made just at the banks of the Sangam, and that was beautifully equipped station with 5 lines, coach care, workshop, inspection pits, and all the facilities. In the Prayagraj city, we had 2 overbridges, widening of 4 underpasses, and many infrastructural works were undertaken. And along with the present chairman railway board, Mr. Satish Kumar, who was then our DRM, we walked and traversed through the entire road from Prayag junction to Sangam via this Rampriya road, Bakshi ka Band, Nagvasuki temple and Daryaganj. And then in we also identified a big Annie Besant school where in the case of surge in the devotees, we can temporarily hold around 20-30,000 people in that campus. So we interacted with the state government, and we got live feeds from the strategic points. Then before actually organizing, we did extensive work like disaster management plan, operations plan, and before actual event, we devised the process of clustering, that those devotees who want to go in different directions, they can be put in different cluster provided with basic commercial amenities which could be provided, and different holding areas, and they are carried from along with the commercial and RPF staff safely in direct. So basically, unidirectional movement of the devotees was the key, and we stick to
Hmm.
this point that at no point, two of the streams should cut each other, because that is um, you know one of the
It,
fundamentals which are there for crowd management. So we had organized engine at both the ends so that it can clear the trains at the go as soon as the trains are filled. Even on that day, on the morning Amavasya day, there was a huge surge. So, but we avoided the any sort of tragedy. When our capacity was full, we closed the railway gates and organized 75 buses along with the state government, and made the devotees leave for a distance farther away from the concentration area, diverted them, and for an on a longer route for engaging them. So for this great organization, I was also felicitated along with my team by Honorable General Manager, Honorable Minister Railways, our Chief Minister, and Governor personally handed over those felicitations. So that is one of the, biggest challenge which I take as a most satisfying breakthrough.
Obviously, that is a huge challenge with so many devotees. It's very difficult to manage such a huge crowd, and especially
Yeah.
when the crowd is, you know,
So that
they're
that
not
year,
going in one.
yeah, that year it was organized without any sort of bad news, and
Yes,
it was excellent. It was hygiene was absolutely ravishing. The punctuality of the trains and the services, they were very to the point, and I draw a lot of satisfaction for standing through for last, around once we stood continuously for around 56 hours, and so that the most intensive pressure pass off peacefully.
wonderful, brilliant. So you studied at institutions like Harvard, INSEAD, IIT. So how has that education affected you as a leader?
Yeah, we are working within a Indian public sector framework. So, in the public sector framework, it has to be accepted that it consists of one of the best brains, and they are very
Right.
competent people. They are skilled to deliver, while following the greater adherence to the rules, regulation, framework, and a way more focused. So, Indian
Hmm.
public sector, as one can see, it is also galvanizing towards the corporatization, and with as one can see that Chairman Railway Board is designated as CEO of a corporate house, a small, crispier board of 4 members instead of earlier 8, efforts towards merging of various services, opening of several dimensions, including involving the vibrancy and capacity of the private sector in synergy with the public sector in the cards. So I sensed it, and so I did, besides Harvard leadership strategizing course, I did the project management professional course from PMI USA, environmental social governance from board of directors, world board of directors, business responsibility and sustainability reporting also, and independent director recognized by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So all these, uh, that is there to make us future ready and to provide a leadership in the railway sector or wherever it is required in future.
So you're also known as you have a reputation of being called a turnaround expert. So what for you? What is turnaround? Basically, it's more about shifting systems, making difference in systems, or reshaping the mindset. Uh, you want to make people think differently.
It is reshaping the mindset, which really matters, and wedding them to the thought of ownership of the job or the work. That really matters. When I was chief works manager at Bridgeworks, so there I saw that, during the welding process, there were 67 movements which were here and there, and all, different process was disorganized. Welding somewhere,
Hmm.
cutting somewhere, then transportation. So basically a zigzag movement was there. So what I did, that I organized 3 different platforms, uh,
Hmm.
for plate girders, for web girders, for foot over bridges, and I made a streamline fabrication line assembly. We brought
Hmm.
new CNC machine, which are very advanced. So from one end to another end, streamline fabrication was organized, and we installed kiosk with the computer so that all the activities could be entered, the quality could be ensured at each and every step, and transparency with the stakeholders could also be achieved with the dashboard. So I designed one e bridge e setu app also, which worked on it, so that really transformed the way our particularly in the engineering sector, our workshops do respond to, because a lot of innovations are there all around, but this in the railway sector also it was brought out, and we improved the manufacturing capacity from zero point 0.5 metric ton per man month to 1.25 metric
That's
ton
a
per
huge
man month.
increase.
So that was so that way it's sort of by reshaping the mindset, working with them, organizing with them, standing with them, and following all the safety protocols. I am satisfied that some mindset could be really influenced and pave a way for in the direction to move.
That's brilliant. I mean, that's almost more than double. I mean, that's almost 1.5 times
Yeah,
the
1.5.
improvement. Yeah. Yes, that is great. Obviously, mindset really helps. But it's equally true. I mean, we all see the outcomes. I mean, when you talk about it, you make it sound so easy that we did this, we did this, we did this, and this happened and that happened. But behind all those outcomes are, small battles that you fight every day. There are struggles. I don't know. I mean, some people struggle more internally, some people struggle less internally. But did you have to navigate such things? I mean, such struggles and battles that were going on that you had to navigate through?
Yeah, of course, of course. Basically, I'm a humble being. I had two huge orthopedic operations in my childhood, eye issues, which was a subject case for AIMS and similar other things. So for me, everything has to be built from the scratch. It's a constant struggle, and in the process, it's the way of constant evolution. So basically, follow the Japanese Kaizen theory, where your everyday effort has to be better than your yesterday. And in the case of failures, it's our inner sane voice which says that you will be successful in n plus one time. Only thing one has to realize when your nth time has just passed. So failures make one more stronger, determined to take on the mantle. And yes, there are some dead ends. So there may be, but it is for sure that there are always alternative passage or concealed way nearby, which may be leading you to further success and glory. So पल पल बदल रही है धूप जिंदगी, कभी कभी है छाँव कभी धूप जिंदगी, तो कब पल पल जो है जिंदगी अपना रूप बदल रही है, एंड वी आर पार्ट ऑफ इट.
Yes, I think that's इतना positive mindset होने की वजह से ही you are where you are right now, because you really need that kind of a mindset to be this successful. So, if you had to, I mean, you're already a professor, you senior professor, you're already mentoring. But if you had to mentor the next generation of railway officers, what are the top three qualities that you would want to inculcate in them or cultivate in them, or rather, you are doing it right now? Not you have to, but you are doing it right now.
Yeah. We, in our, I mean, as you rightly said, we have our mentor mentee program here at Eritem also, where it is our job to really mentor a bunch of young officers. So basically, as you are talking about some few qualities which I want to be cultivated, I'm also a student. I may not be, I mean, one always remain a student and one keep on, understanding, learning things. So I'm also part of it. In the process, I'm also learning. So what I will emphasize that, we have to embody excellence. We have to commit to the continuous growth, attend courses, read widely, connect beyond our disciplines, and our foundation may be strong, but our pursuit for knowledge must never cease. We have to keep evolving. We have to own our projects end to end, and even the mundane ones also. Excellence is built on consistent reliability. So be public stewards, and our decisions influence safety, livelihood, and national events. So we have to be proud and be responsible. So that embodying excellence is first quality. Then second, which I want them to be inculcated is, leading through innovations. I had developed this ERP and tech-driven system like eSetu and design mode tamping. This, in a way, at whatever scale, but it has revolutionized the way the railway approaches workshops and maintenance. So I ask my mentees to be the officers who question legacy process and pioneer the change. We have to innovate fearlessly and be the officers who
Hmm.
can ask, can this be done differently, better? So these leading through innovation is another quality. Third quality, which I would like to and get instilled in every mentee, is living your values. I'll say integrity and ethics are not the optional extras; they are your compass. Many times one get entangled in imbroglio, but this innate direction will take you through. So, as our young officers, they done their uniform and brace their roles. Take with them this legacy, a legacy which says that dream big, never stop evolving, and lead with integrity. The tracks are laid, and may the new officers chart the journey from where the younger previous generation has left them. So, my best wishes to them.
All right, wonderful. Yeah, obviously, what you said makes a lot of sense. And this part of being true to your ethics, being true to your inner moral compass is absolutely pretty much needed, very much needed, especially now where things are more, pushed around, that you have to achieve a certain something and you don't really have to care how you achieve it, you just have to achieve it. So there, in here, it becomes really important to follow your inner moral compass. Anyway, as the director of urban transport and high speed rail, you also have a ringside seat to the future. So what does truly sustainable and smart ecosystem would look like to you? Are we heading towards that right now?
Yeah, for sustainable and smart transport system, Indian Railways is making big strides, I would say. There is a lot of application of artificial intelligence, your big data analytics, Internet of the Things, IoT, blockchain. So they have basically applications firstly in safety and security area, where autonomous engine, energy efficient train driving and control is really paving the way. And second aspect is data driven decision making,
Hmm.
traffic planning and management, multimodal integrated passenger mobility across different, interoperability of different systems, and seamless mobility. Those are really making how and what decisions have to be taken. Then predictive maintenance of the assets, we are making great strides, and combining the existing. Predictive maintenance means combining the existing geometry or conditions, with the defect and rate of deterioration due to interaction among the various components, so that before actual failure, we generate alerts and take the necessary precautionary measures. So, for sustainability, energy efficient operations, circular economy adoptions, waste reduction, and sustainable maintenance practices with reduced carbon footprints, optimized resource utilizations. These are really being adopted in a big way in consonance with the Paris Accord 2016. So in future, again, I mean, that is making us more robotic or more, digitalized. But in a way, in future, we have to focus more on AI has to be human centric, having emotional intelligence integration, and there has to be open source platform integration. So these are going to be the future in which our digitalization and AI is going to be the beacon of light.
So, you spoke about AI being integrated here and emotional intelligence. AI, do you really think that AI will be able to manage that properly?
And that is what I'm telling, that it has to evolve. It has to involve by taking the human centric. I mean, what a man, what a human being, it has to subservient to the needs and to the humankind. So it has to be sensitive. It has to be compassionate. Those qualities have to be brought in next generation 5 of artificial intelligence, which is being developed or which is coming. But before that, also in India, we have to traverse a long journey, and for taking all along, a lot of efforts, a lot of mammoth upgradation has to be done, and it is being done. It is, we are already
Very true.
much ahead, pretty ahead than many other advanced systems.
So, if I ask you on a personal level, what is it that drives you? I mean, what is it that keeps you in pursuit of higher and higher and higher goals?
uh, at personal level, what drives me is commitment to growth, service, and self discovery, I'll say. Throughout my journey, milestones have been important markers of achievement, but they are not the sole source of motivation.
Mhm.
Instead, there is a inner desire to continually improve, to contribute somewhat meaningfully to the society, to leave a positive impact that fuels my passion. Life to me is a pursuit of purpose,
Mhm.
striving to align my actions with my inner values and principles. Challenges and setbacks are part of this journey, yet they serve as lessons that strengthen my resolve. So ultimately, I'm driven by the passion to evolve continuously and to be a positive force in the lives I touch, guided by the conviction that life's true success lies in inner peace and purposeful living. I mean,
So you've
yeah.
also received so many awards. I mean, you have been awarded as Glory of India, and you were featured on global platforms like Star Wars. So do they also, uh, keep you in? They push you, they help you, they motivate you as well.
Yeah, as more and more awards, accolades, degrees, they do come. But I'll go by a couplet in Urdu कि जिंदगी
Hmm.
हसरतों के सिवा और कुछ भी नहीं, ये किया नहीं वो हुआ नहीं, ये मिला नहीं वो रहा नहीं.
That is so true. Actually, that is so true. And you also carry so many different titles. I mean, you're an engineer, you're a professor, you're a leader, you're a policy thinker. But if you were to choose one identity, I mean, you've got so many identities which obviously work in tandem. But if you had to choose one, which would that be? I mean, the one which you really
Yeah,
feels close to you.
okay. There are some dimensions like independent director, ESG, BRSR, PMP professional that I think was missed. I'll go by one share of Nida Fazli that says कि
Hmm.
हर आदमी में होते हैं 10-20 आदमी, हर आदमी
Hmm.
में होते हैं 10-20 आदमी, जिसको भी देखा वो कई बार जिसको भी देखना हो कई बार देखना। हर आदमी में
Beautiful.
होते हैं 10-20 आदमी, जिसको भी देखना हो कई बार देखना। तो देयर
Beautiful.
इज ओनली वन आइडेंटिटी एंड दैट इज काजी मिराज अहमद एंड दैट इज मी। uh, and that is a unique thing. So we really can't define. It is the way it has evolved.
So, what will be Qazi Miraj Ahmed's legacy to the world?
And then again I will say कि बहुत सिंपल सी बात है कि बस के दुश्वार है हर काम का आसान होना। ये गालिब साहब का शेर है। बस के
Uh,
दुश्वार है हर काम का आसान होना, आदमी को भी मयसर नहीं इंसान होना। तो एक अच्छा इंसान बन जाऊं, बन सकूं। हो सकता है बहुत सारी कमियां हों, लेकिन दैट इज माय यू नो लेगेसी दैट मतलब वी आर नॉट गॉड्स, वी आर नॉट, बट एक अच्छा इंसान बन सकें, यही मेरी ख्वाहिश।
are there still some things that you're looking forward to? I know being the person that you are, there must be n number of things that you're still planning to achieve.
Well, n number of planning, या ऑफ कोर्स देयर आर बट लेकिन ये भी कहा गया है कि आप अपने उद्देश्य किसी से शेयर नहीं कीजिए, नहीं तो वो डाइल्यूट हो जाते हैं। So I'm working. I'm still learning three languages like Spanish, Arabic, Chinese.
Hmm.
I'm doing my
Wow.
research PhD work on knowledge management and intelligent construction for large infrastructure projects. So I mean, a lot of things are in process.
You've got so many things underway. So three
Yeah.
languages, that is absolutely brilliant. So why three languages? I'm just curious, why these three languages? I say shock, yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, there was some minor disruption there. So I'm asking, you learning three languages simultaneously? That is
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. That's awesome. That's brilliant. What do you do to keep? Apart from all the work that you do, apart from all these things, what do you do in your free time? Do you have free time? पहले तो मुझे यही पूछना पड़ेगा, free time होता भी है?
That's what I told just now, that I am
Uh-huh.
doing research work. So I have just talked in my last first session
No.
of PhD,
Mm-hmm.
and then learning languages. So that drains me besides my regular job. So besides golfing is my passion. Snooker
Mm-hmm.
and billiards is my passion. Roaming about,
Okay.
wandering. So
This is what I
I
wanted to know because
I have still to traverse the world, and a lot of bucket list is there.
brilliant, brilliant. So, okay, my last question to you. So, every young Indian who's currently dreaming of a future in public service or leadership, what's your one honest message to them? What should they focus on?
Uh, we have to say that your aspirations matter.
Hmm.
If you are a part of the purpose-driven change maker in India, so like I mean my story, but besides that, there's one Kanishka Kataria's story, who is a graduate from IIT Bombay. He got a 1 crore package in South Korea. Then he left that and topped in UPSC, ISA 2018, and then is Joint Secretary Rajasthan. He is driven not by salary but by the service to the nation. To dare to choose purpose or paychecks, and success is not always in the highest salary. It is about the deepest impact one can make. So one has to build both competence and character. And but I will also, in this present age, I'll say that one should leverage the modern tools, but stay rooted in the values. AI, information access, and global platforms has given one unprecedented wings. So we have to use them wisely, but get grounded in Indian realities and human-centric values. So let's dream boldly, prepared, prepare relentlessly, serve selflessly, and lead unapologetically. The nation is counting on. So
So
this,
you pay a lot of focus on service. I mean, service to the nation, to the humankind. And I think that is in itself a very strong motivation to do things. And I know I said I'll that will be my last question, but I still want to know. Yes, AI. I mean, you since you spoke about it, and AI has today also. I was just reading an article where AI has started to disrupt in a way. I mean, instead of helping people, it has started to disrupt now because people are youngsters especially are more and more relying on AI to complete their tasks. So वो जो अपना एक होता था कि अगर एक ऐसे लिखना है तो आप स्ट्रगल करके लिख रहे हैं, अभी they give it to the AI and they just get that essay done and in 2 minutes, and that's how they are started functioning. Do you think that this is going to be a big hurdle in the future for us?
yeah, of course, the hurdles are being redefined. Like you must have thought you must have listened the theory of pupa. How does it develop into a butterfly? So it is basically the inner struggle, inner sense of innate developing that, and when it becomes strong enough, then only it can break open the outer walls,
Shell.
and then shell, and then it becomes a butterfly. So in a way, I mean AI, that that is solving many problems which otherwise would have been, which we would see that that is developing our mental faculty, thinking process or thought process, but it is really redefining the way one has to develop, because somebody needs, if AI or the modern tools are the guiding are the trainers, so there has to be training the trainers as well. So like today only we were listening that only the jobs are getting shifted, at how AI can can respond to the questions which are human centric with the compassion, how that, so all those background, a lot of engineers, a lot of technical people, a lot of thought process development. So it's not that one is getting crippled, it is only getting redefined. So I mean whenever any new technology has come, the momentum has been the momentum has always resisted it, but we have to welcome it, we have to move along with it, and build on from there. And there are greater prospects, a lot more to be won, a lot more the humanity has to move and achieve.
That's actually brilliant. You're a very positive person, and you always look for the good in things. And I think that speaks in itself for the kind of achievements, I mean, super achievements that you have been able to manage in your life. It was
Thanks.
so good to learn from you. I mean, it was absolutely brilliant to learn from you today. And I'm so glad that I had you as a guest. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know you're sitting without an air conditioner, so that there's
No,
no
no, it's okay. It's okay.
noise.
And
And so, Qazi Miraj Ahmad साहब बहुत
so,
बहुत
thank
शुक्रिया.
you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much.
I mean, you had a very, very incisive and very profound, analysis of my background, and very to the point questions you had asked. So I really, I kudos to you for your efforts and
Thank you
for
so much, sir.
having so much of in-depth analysis about the background. So thank you very much, and it had been my sheer pleasure, and I thoroughly enjoyed being with you.
Thank you so much, sir. And I really, really learned a lot from you. And thank you so much for taking out time today.
Thank you very much,
Thanks a lot.
and my best wishes to all my viewers. Have a great day. Thank you.
So thank you so much. And as for the rest of you, we'll be meeting again next Sunday with a newer guest. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and have a lovely week ahead. Thank you, Qazi sir. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.